Hello, welcome back to Camille's whatever. Today we're going to discuss about the uh how to leverage the free world, aka America. So right now we're rocking free lighting from our garbage. You know, the only thing we had to outfit was the some the only thing that we actually bought was like the fake snow that you get from during Christmas time. It's the cheapest to buy it post Christmas or very, very in advance before Christmas. So it's like $6 or something for like a 48-ounce pack. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, yeah, put my hair down because to really show off the darkness that we're getting. And unfortunately, this bulb, like the bulb above me, is it's kind of broken. So sorry if it goes in and out. But this one on the right, this is some light stand that someone threw away. That again, the only thing I outfitted was the fake snow to it's also anti-retardant, so it does not burn. So you can put it directly uh over your lighting and your actual bulb itself. But as you can see, it does it's not flashing in and out because this bulb isn't broken or the fixture isn't broken. This one, yeah, this is a broken bulb. Broken. What can you do? It's free. Okay. Right now we're rocking the 3570 f4. Um, we're at 10,000 ISO. I did it just so I can show off because in the car it's much easier because there's less reflective stuff. Like I had to take down my batte frame if I just like it's like people put it in a frame or something, the silk related clothing. Anyway, we're going to go over how to leverage the free market. So the first thing that most photographers need, I think, because every system is different, is your color sheet. Now, this is a very crude one. As I'm going to go showcase the entire process of you might be thinking, oh, do I have to pay like $30, $40 for a color thing? I mean, you can do a better job of this because it's just me trying to showcase that you can do this too for free. All you got to do is go outside. So right now we'll watch myself go into the store. Um, this is like regular day, whatever. Go into your favorite hobby shop, Michael's, places that uh showcase all the paint and the markers, and you can try them out. And essentially, all you have to do is go in there, walk in with a notebook, look like a artist. Maybe you can print out a color sheet correctly, or you can do a much better job than me. But I have a better color thingy. And also this is actually better in my opinion because these colors are actually what people use. As in, okay, for example, you go to the paint shop, you go to Home Depot, you can test the color paint and cut it up yourself, but it's printed, right? When you are printing something, you have to get some ink, and someone, like, of course, is digitally printed. And when you digitally print, it's it's not as as in you're not going to use that printer ink and paint a wall, right? You're going to paint a wall with paint, or let's say you got some colored backdrop of some sort. You're going to use markers, you're going to use some sort of medium utensil so that you can, maybe you spray paint the stuff. So you test out all the spray paints and then you make a color swatch, right? Because out there in the real world, they're not you're not printing out backgrounds. Like it just wouldn't make sense to print out backgrounds, right? Like let's be real, right? So here you can just see me um you can just see me uh going and trying out every marker. And I chose specifically I specifically chose the brush markers and ink, right? Because um I think that just because it uses water and stuff, so it's like as close as actual paint, like paint. Like if you were to go to Home Depot or you go to Lowe's or you go to some sort of hardware store and you have access to the real paint, it's it will be better, okay? Like there's nothing, no doubt about it. But for the sake of if you're an artist and I'm showing exactly how to do this. You just walk into the Michaels and you just start, you know, if you were a better artist than me, you would take more time. Maybe you swatch out and I didn't even do the blacks and the grays, the white. So, you know, I didn't even do a good job because like I said, I already had one long ago that I still use. You don't have to pay 30, $40 for you know, like it's kind of ridiculous. Like a lot of the stuff that we have to make art, they tell you to be limited with your resources. I think if you limit yourself too much, then you can't get the shot right. If you have for example, a 20 millimeter lens, you can capture whatever 170 degree of angle. You cannot capture anything more than that, right? So then you have to push it to the 18 millimeter, or then you got to push it to the 15 and 16 millimeter. You get what I'm saying, right? So in theoretical sense, the best range you should get is like the lowest millimeter number, right? Because no matter what, you're gonna capture the image in that sense. um, but it's like, you know, all these other things like the lighting, the color correcting, the it's all in the sense irrelevant, right? If I can do this with free lighting, right? This is stuff from your garbage. Like, and the only thing I had to do was clean off some of the contact thing and then like I said, attach like cover up the bulb with the fake snow, which one bag of it is enough. Like 48 ounces of it is like one huge bag. That can cover like maybe several hundred light bulbs. And it's a great diffuser, you know. You can see this is pretty harsh. And I just covered up with this. But yeah, it's a pretty great diffuser. And honestly, that's the only thing that you really need because things that can bounce off light, things that it'll like change the lighting condition. And if I wait long enough, I'll find a free bulb. Someone's gonna throw away a free bulb stand, and then I'll have a less thing. But this kind of mimics. Maybe I'm looking at a flame. I'll do that. I'm still experimenting with real fire, but the issue with real fire is that it gets really hot. Right now, it's all LED bulbs, so it's very, very cool. Like nothing is, I'm not burning up per se, right? So I think when I do the flame lighting up scene, a fire, because I did try to do a campfire, but I think I have to actually buy the logs because it rained that day and I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I started fires, but then and after an hour I was like, okay, I just think I just buy a log. But yeah, as you can see, um I'm still painting away my color sheet. I think I'll just speed it up a bit because I'm kind of rambling now. But I did this in 15 minutes. Yeah, so okay, here this part. As you can see, I'm just showcasing the newly printed, newly inked um color sheet, color swatch. Like I said again, if you spend more time and dedication, unlike myself, because like I said, I already have my own color swatch. But in this notebook, I got it for free. Like this is like I went to some art museum gallery thing, and then they were giving away like these little notebooks. It was like in the stamp kid section. I don't understand the whole stamping thing, like collecting. Like what is this? I was like, this Pokemon, like get all the badges. I don't know, because I hate that sense of like collectivism in the sense of things. Because like also too, it's like who cares if I could throw these light fixtures away the next day. Like it won't even matter because it was free. But yeah, because you can see I'm leaving now the place of Michael's, going back to my car. But yeah, yeah, this video is kind of long now. But like I said, you can do a lot with free. The lighting conditions will like you'll always figure out a way to make the lighting work, right? But for the lenses and for the camera itself, that is where it goes. And good thing, I don't know. I think the video work, there's a lot of banding. Oh, here I go over like the paint. So, this is like the actual paint, but you can't use actual paint in the store. Only some places allow to use like to try test out the paint. I think for Home Depot, you have to like actually be like, oh, I want to repaint my home. So can I see the colors, in real paint? I don't have time for that, right? I went into the art rooms and I just like, little paint here, little paint there every day for like a year, and suddenly I have a color swatch, right? More than that, right? Because again, you can if you want to go really, 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 you have to go gradient paint colors, right? The color swatch, that's another thing too, with the color swatch that you buy for like 30, $40 off Amazon. It's only giving you each select color. It's not giving gradients. In real life, there is gradients in color, right? If the lighting is strong on this side and then it slowly goes down, that means there's a gradient, right? Unless I have a fill box of some sort, right? But I'm not gonna pay fucking $100 for a light box. Could use like a laptop screen or an iPad. The whole point again is that what you purchase isn't directly good in the sense that like it's not really teaching you about light and color gradients. Like you can buy whatever equipment, but I think if you like all you need is the camera and the lens. Like that's you don't even in reality you don't really need the lens too. You can just hold up a lens against the camera sensor and it'll still work. It just won't. You just have to be like holding it the entire time. You're gonna need a second person, which like again, I'm digressing or too much, diverting whatever, distracting myself from the real talk. Is that if you want to do this correctly all the way through, you better learn it all the way through, right? And if you have the time, you can do the gradients. You have to do the black paint mix and then the white paint mix, and then have the full gradient, but even you spend all day doing that, over a year, you'll have the perfect swatch. And then you'll get into oh, but I don't have the best paint of whatever, the paint in the paint tubes. The whole point is that you're here to learn a little bit of how to leverage uh the free world, and use it to your advantage as an artist, because you got to realize that at the end of the day, you are an artist and you can make art out of anything. You just need the medium that you want to speak on. So, and I also chose this look because I don't know, it's very, very trendy now to have a blackout background except for your face or the subject. Like I had to like put a blanket over some shiny stuff, like my clear boxes of that my plant boxes, because yeah. But yeah, the video is about to end. I'm going to like, I don't know, this, yeah, but pretty much that's it. Hope you learned something, because I already knew this. I just like sharing how to really, really, really be on budget after you have this camera. But of course, you can't really do this because the thing is going to be banding, right? So another reason why the Sony A9III is the perfect machine. It's honestly the perfect sensor, because yeah, the only thing really about this machine is that it's gonna be. I make these videos now because in 10 years from now, people are still going to use this camera. So maybe, who knows, I might teach someone this and that later on in the future. That's why I'm banking a lot of my videos, future related videos. But yeah, I hope you learned something. If not, because it's like you can't really do this unless you have the A9III. That's why I also made this video. Like you just can't. You, you can't without post, right? Oh, did the battery go out? Oh, there he is. But yeah, the again, I'm making this video because you can try it out with your own set. You can't really do it unless you gotta have like the light in the shot. See, I don't have any lights in the shot. So yeah, I mean, you can do it if you spend a lot of money and you have a background, but then you won't get that depth of field unless you spend a lot of money. See, that's what I mean. You're gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna spend a lot of money on the studio. This is in my freaking bedroom. You're gonna spend a lot of money on the props. You're gonna spend a lot of money on the lighting. Before you know it, you pretty much bought the Sony A9III anyway. So why are you kidding yourself? Like, and if I really wanted to, a green screen or something. But who's got the budget for that? I bought this camera. I'll find. Hopefully, someone will throw away like a nice sheet I could use for a green screen. Make this whole setup out of my neighbor's garbage. But the video is too long now, and the edit is going to be horrendously long. So I'm going to end it there. Hopefully, you learned some stuff. If not, I don't care. Test it out yourself. It's a lot of fun. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two, of course, without, again, this is all done in camera. So yeah, Camille out.